All right, I'll admit it, guys. I am behind again. Every hour of the day yesterday, there was a different CS story, so I'm going to be playing catch-up throughout this day, guys. Maybe a double upload today or tomorrow. What is up, though? Welcome back to more Counter-Strike news. I still need my coffee, but let's get into the stories out there, one of which is actually a couple days old, but I thought it was good enough to put in the thumbnail, and I want to apologize to JL. I will take down the thumbnail if I need to. It's a joke. It's not a real thumbnail. If you guys missed this earlier on in Katowice, it was actually JL wearing a mask. People very curious about this. Was he sick? Was it going to impact his performance? And no, JL put a mask on, and then Navi beat Team Spirit, the #1 team in the world, in an absolute banger of a series.
Magic, Shiro, and Chopper coming back into lower. Alexi B awaits them. But he's forced out of his position. JL, who said he wanted this win so much, takes one step in that direction.
And then we find out later on after the series that apparently one of his hotel peeps, or the maid in the hotel, the people cleaning the rooms, well, they had taken his fake tooth and thrown that sucker away, which I don't know how that one makes sense. If I found a fake tooth, I would presume, okay, either they have a child who pulled out their tooth, or this is a grown man with a fake tooth, or this is someone's tooth. I'm not going to touch it. I don't know how maid service works. It's got to be a tough job, especially when you find out you were the one who threw away JL's tooth. So he took that to the timeline and said, hey, I was uncomfortable because I didn't want that out there, to which I was like, dude, you know the memes and the history that could have been made if JL beat Team Spirit, pulled down the mask, put up the thumb, and just was missing the big old buck tooth or whatever tooth it is. That would have been legendary. So I understand where he was coming from. I already talked about it once on this channel. Just wanted to re-clarify for his story because it's not one that you see too often in esports, and often in esports, pro players are not open about these kind of, it's a weird story, okay? That's why we're talking about it. But a better story for all of Turkish CS out there is we found out from Major that Xantares had multiple offers on the table, which is not shocking seeing how he's been performing so far this year. He's a top 5 player in the world by a lot of accounts out there, and he's been just annihilating teams. We talked about him last time versus FaZe, nearly dropping 50 kills in that series, and so he had offers. But according to Major, yeah, the guy wanted to support Turkey, and that's why he stayed on this Turkish lineup, to support Turkey and Eternal Fire, which is like probably all the more reason why, if you're a Turkish CS fan or a fan of Eternal Fire, you're going to love this guy forever. So do I.
Like, he prefer not to answer right now. He's really tired.
Okay.
He must say he's really tired. But thanks. He's doing his best for Turkey. He stayed here for our team here. He stayed in Turkey because he had a lot of offer. But he preferred to stay here to play for his country with us. And hopefully, like even Woxic, me, him, we can reach our goals because we have really high goals. And today, we won the first things like playing on Spodek, and it's very something amazing, and we will do our best to play good Counter-Strike for the next matches. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
A lot of emotion, sorry.
No, that's okay.
And it was also really cool for Major to step in there and say, he's really tired. We just played like the longest overtime ever. It was only 2 maps against FaZe. I believe this is post-game from that. But you got to think about that. 4 overtimes was an extra hour on top of that. And Xantares was averaging over a kill a round. So, you know, it's pretty tiring to do those kind of things, especially with translation. So very cool to see Xantares will be sticking it out with Eternal Fire due to that kind of loyalty, and it just makes you want this roster to win all the more because he chose to stay, and so he clearly not only wants to support his country, but also wants to support this roster and believes in them, and so it makes you want them to win, you know, and some teams that could be struggling with that, well, one of which is going to be Virtus Pro. New signee Fl4mus apparently was missing the rest of Katowice due to his visa expiring, which is really poor timing for a Virtus Pro roster who is looking very good. Mir will be stepping. I believe it's Mir. I don't. You guys know I'm from Iowa, but that just really sucks to see a Virtus Pro who, despite their last series, I think it was against Vitality, who put a number on them. Besides that, though, they were looking really good throughout Katowice and in contention. and then you lose Fl4mus, and that just that has to suck. And some last news out there, apparently according to KRL, which some of these do happen and some have fallen through trade-wise. This could be a big one, as 3D Max is arguably a rising, not even arguably, they're a rising French team out there ever since the end of last year. They've had a strong start to this year and doing very well. Evidently, they want to do a bit better and want to make some more improvements, as according to KRL, it will be Joko to be out and Bode to be in the lineup, which I think I've read a lot of replies out there, rumors out there, people saying it's a bit of a risk, right? If it doesn't work and Bode does not perform to his peak, then you're like, whoa, why are you making changes at a time where you guys are on the incline? And so we wait to see what 3D Max wants to do. If you guys remember, they've had some good back and forth series, even one with Vitality where there was some trash talk back and forth. It's been entertaining to watch 3D Max for the first time in many, many years. And so to make these changes, it certainly is a risk, but one they see that could be beneficial, and it's hard to argue against the experience of someone like Bode. Sorry I say it like that. I just feel like that's how his name should be said. I don't know why I do that. But till next time, hope you guys all enjoy it. There is other big news out there that I am behind on. I do apologize. I am trying my best. We run the main channel over at the Gamer Update. That's 1 to 3 videos a day, and then this one, and then we have travel coming up. So I'm trying not to be stressed out. I'm gonna go drink my coffee. I appreciate you guys being here and you gals, and I'll see you back here sometime soon. Take care.